can never have enough gel in your hair.
Strong, extra strong fixing hold.
And a lot, because what we find is if you don't put enough gel in the hair, like if you don't get this complete smooth finish, the girls look tired on stage. The moment you see a little bit of frizz or whatever, they look, even if they're not tired, they look really like they have been standing there for a long time, but if you don't put that much gel, they'll look like they're really tired. So really work the gel through, so not one piece of hair can come out of place. Okay, then. Take the middle. Everyone knows how to take the middle?
Yeah. No, I struggle to get in this middle, but
I struggle all the time to finish, and it still looks like it's not quite straight. But this time it won't be so bad because you've got the side parts coming as well. So it won't give off as much. Okay, so in the crown, like in the sort of the back part there, you start with the rakori. So you take a little bit of hair
so we
like
don't
this.
have to measure the...
This you would have done from last year, so it shouldn't be too new for you. So that will go and stay right there. Javier, can you put your... Okay. So that's the strand that I have put through that loop. You then split that strand in half, take it back around there, take it like that, and take an extra piece of hair here. And you're now going to braid it. Make sure the braid is tight, because that's what's going to hold that in place. And that will hold the rest of the jewellery, because everything is going to be secured around that. So tight meaning it should not slip. So if you try and move that now, it does not slip from that position.
I remember doing last time.
Yeah, it started.
Because it was
No. The key is to do that split and twist. If you miss that split and twist, and if you just braid it, it will slide down the braid. That twisting it is kind of locking it into place. You would then secure that with a small rubber band. Is there? I think that's there somewhere. I couldn't find a small one right now, but you get those really tiny
the
plastic
bands.
ones. Yeah, a loom band is fine. Black is perfect. I think I ended up using one last time too.
Yeah, for this one, of course.
Yeah,
loom band.
this is too big. Okay, so that's done now. What you then do is just take this like this. So all of this you would have done in previous years. Sorry. Make sure this ponytail is not too high. It should not be up here. It should just be at the base of your neck there, because that's where your murima is coming from. It shouldn't look like when you attach the hair at the end, it shouldn't look like you've tied a ponytail and then the plait is coming from there. It should just look like as if you've normally plaited your hair. That's how we want it to look like. So that ponytail should not be high. Normally, I would actually secure it with 2 bands for just in case if one snaps halfway through when she's moving, then you don't want that to happen. So there's 2 ways you can do this, and I think the best way is to do the murimo first.
Oh, கட்டி வச்சிடலாமா?
I always do.
It has to do it.
You have to undo it to do it again, but just to stop it from knotting.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, no, you can't just attach it. I wish. Sahana may have been able to last year, right?
Yeah.
This is an old one, so this is, I think, the one that I used. So hence the bad state that it's in.
I opened it today after 1 year.
Yeah, I was looking at it.
I lent this out to one of my brides, and she literally returned it as a big bundle. Like so, and it's synthetic hair, so it took me forever to try and at least plait it up, and even then it didn't quite.
I'm actually comb and hang it.
I did that like
Hang it on the
For some
hanger.
reason, I actually find it quite disgusting, so I like to get it out of my sight.
Yeah.
So you would have your string, shoelace, not string, not wool. Shoelace is the best.
Okay.
It's a lot stronger. This is not actually shoelace. This is I don't even know what it is.
Nada kind.
Yeah, you get it in Lincraft.
Yeah, okay.
So I actually just got a big bundle of that. So it comes underneath. Loop it through the bands.
Sorry.
That's okay. So actually loop it around the band. Tie it.
So this is no matter how long the girl's hair is, we always do a pony and then do that.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yep. Because if you don't do the pony at the start, and if you just start braiding it, you won't get that finishing here. It starts off really thick, and you won't. What are you going to secure the hair to? You're just assuming that the plait is going to hold. In normal circumstances, when no one's moving, yes, the plait will hold. These girls will be pulling their hair this side, that side. They'll be bending. The hair's going to be tied to the belt. So if they pull like this, and if you've just plaited it, it literally just slides. And we've seen it. It's happened in a concert where the girl's hair has actually just completely fallen off because it hasn't been. So this string is extremely important. Extremely, extremely important. So now I'm only going to, I would normally double knot it and then cut it off, but I'm just going to loop it like this today just for ease of, if I was doing this on the day, I would actually double knot it and snip it off. Okay? Then the fun bit, Kavya. The hair. If I was doing this again on the day properly, I would gel this hair before I even braid it. Gel it right down to the end.
Okay.
Because I'll show you where it will be extremely useful.
Especially at the end. Where the other hair meets. Both of them are there, right?
Please ask me questions as we're going.
I'm like, forget it.
Looks a bit different.
Hello.
Weekella lesson வேணுமா?
You have graduated in what do you need lesson now?
I'm most likely doing it differently to Shanti Auntie as well, so I could get in trouble for teaching you the wrong way.
I got an
Last year
evidence
we did
here.
the same thing.
Sorry?
I got an evidence here.
Sorry, you were saying?
So far it was exactly the same thing.
Yeah, so
I
far.
want to try it. I didn't want it. She said since you're not to put just to tie it, not to use the band there. I don't know. Which is why you said idea to put the band. Gives a good finish.
Yeah, no, it just holds it.
Yeah.
I think it's more, she more gets worried about, like, you have to make sure this is at the nape, so you can't actually see it. Because a lot of people, when they tie it, your ponytail naturally comes like that. And then you try and plait it, that's when you get that loop. So you really have to make sure it's right down the bottom.
I did it like this last time. So.
But then Radhe's hair and Lakshmi's hair would have been a different hairstyle. Depending on what they're wearing, we do it differently as well. So if Radha's just doing the middle thing, and then she would only have one strand of flowers here, so you wouldn't want the ponytail. That all makes a difference on how you do it.
For me, the challenge is I either put this very, I either move this front or put it very low. I don't know.
It's right on the crown, like right on the crown.
Okay. இது இல்லடா இது மூணு இல்ல.
That's okay. So you know how to do your kun.
I have only 2 lines of.
Oh, you don't know how to.
Oh, I have to buy kunjalam from auntie. I forgot.
So
I didn't get it last year.
No,
I didn't have it, so she asked me to use my own that I have one. Those I got 3 dust time.
hang on, wait. I'll leave that for a second.
I don't think of it. I bought the whole jewelry set, the artificial one, because I couldn't. Yeah. And then she said no. So I was like, okay, good. Because you had already said bought 3, then couldn't tell you.
It's not a fake Kanchi.
Kanchi, yeah. So I thought worst of every. Oh,
Most of you would have this one.
This is easy. If you have 3, it becomes good.
Oh, you had to be slow with that. That's the hardest because.
My dear, I also struggle with it. So I usually just measure it. Measure roughly about that length.
It's a trial and error.
Yeah. And then just plait it in.
It takes me 2-3 goes.
Yeah, it takes me 2-3 goes as well, and then even then,
It's very difficult.
I think
At the end, you don't want the thread, right?
And then
No.
what I do is I just tie thread around.
that's where wool will become your best friend.
Yes. However we try, one will be longer. One will be hanging.
One will be longer, but then once you've
You know, I was thinking whether next Saturday, Abhi,
Yeah.
when it's only you and the hall,
yeah.
whether if mothers would be game enough to dress everyone and put the hair and then we dance.
I would say no
Why?
because I would prefer Shanti Auntie to see it.
No, this is for not for Shanti auntie to see.
Oh,
For the kids to learn to do all that they have to do with the hair.
they're used to the hair.
No,
they've done it before.
Last year they did.
Hair
Not
would
with
stop.
not this long, Abhi. Engada children, especially for our group, this is a massive step forward.
Oh, really? Okay. For
10
our group,
minutes.
The Chelanga is another thing.
Yeah,
Probably
for
let them
10
wear
minutes, Abhi,
yeah.
to dance in concentration with the hair set and the Opianam and
Yeah.
for our children, I don't know about the other group.
That was my
They've never done it before.
that was my version of wool. So basically, you would just keep wrapping it around, and then I would take it again. I would take the wool and wrap it. So tuck all of that in. See, unfortunately, Kavya doesn't have
And then what do
layers.
you do? You just tie the wool here and then wrap it
I just keep on wrapping it like a shoelace. Just twist it right through, so you won't actually see a lot of the actual hair because it'll be covered with.
No, that's what I'm suggesting on Saturday.
Oh,
It's not for auntie to see.
Yeah.
It's for the children.
for the
auntie
girls
also
to dance
Monday,
if you want
Sunday.
to give it a go
Not
on
the time.
Saturday
The children won't dance.
morning. They will come and they will
If
dance.
you don't want to that's just an option.
Sunday is for you to show auntie. They won't be dancing.
They won't be
It's
dancing.
purely just to show auntie.
do one round.
Yeah.
Sunday 4:30.
So if you don't want to do it twice, that's okay. I was thinking.
Let's run it by auntie first to see if she has something else at 4:30. If not, if we're dressing her, we'll get them to do it once.
But she said that if she has time, she'll do it once. But then I really don't.
Yeah, just for the girls to have a go. Because if she's got the time to check it, I'm sure she doesn't have a class at that time. So rather than going through this headache twice,
Yeah.
We'll do it once and hopefully get it right the first time. Make sure lots of wool.
Illa to be able to do it for 10 minutes without any. If I could have it on stage that day without having a practice with the whole thing. So I was in fact thinking, good luck, I have to do it. 10 minutes, long time.
Okay, the beautiful sun and moon.
So we have to take it off from that cloth.
What have you got? I don't. I have.
Cloth.
Yeah, you have to take it.
Did you show?
This is your.
I just wonder how we will get the whole thing
I know, mine's here. Same thing.
It's the same thing, isn't it? You only bought it.
Yeah.
So all of you have the same set?
Yeah.
So yes, you have to take it out of the cloth.
Obviously.
It's time for it
It's for
to.
transport, right?
Yeah.
So you take it off, right?
So you have to take it off. Make sure you do not cut any of the strings. Turn it around, Henrietta.
Yeah, because it's stitched.
So you only take the yellow. Do not cut out any of this string is your lifeline. And if you cut it off, that's it. You'll be forever replacing it.
Yes.
Even this one, do not cut it off.
Okay, okay.
I wouldn't have cut these any of the lines, but definitely this between.
No. So only the yellow. If you pull that yellow,
Turn it.
I think it's just tennis over the Kaya stitched.
yeah. So you pull it up. This is the sun. This is the moon.
Okay, now we will record.
Sun, moon.
Just go through, sorry. I'll put this in the
Sun,
Okay.
yeah, moon.
What's the sun? What's the moon?
Oh, it's
Okay. What my mother has done is actually knotted it so it doesn't twist, because this moon will sometimes come this way, sometimes come the other way. So knot it. The sun is on your right hand side and the moon is on the left. Now the moon faces the sun.
What?
Does not come like this. It does not come like that. Like that.
So I have to go the other side.
Kavya, you're feeling a bit like a celebrity at the moment.
You know, the sad thing comes, we are not doing your face, darling. We're only looking at your hair.
It's feeling so restless in fact. The others, the children are playing.
She's like, why me? Okay, make sure you do this first and not the other piece, because it will look very ugly if you do it the other way around. Okay, so you're going to take it underneath, behind the ears, underneath the plait. You've got a string there, so you do one knot. I usually bring it and tie it up around. That's why this is very important, I feel, but I don't know what Auntie thinks.
I might be wrong.
And then one knot here, one knot there. You can double knot it, but see, the way we did flowers and the way Auntie's flower. To be honest, Auntie hasn't decided what to do with the flowers because she hasn't got the flowers yet. So everyone who's wondering, where's my flowers? We haven't actually got it yet. Okay? So if you move any of this now, come and have a feel. Nothing should move.
Sorry, Kavya. Don't you stitch it later?
This is the hard part.
Please.
That's because I have not done this
You
yet.
can.
I don't mind giving Abhi $30 and asking her to do everything. To be honest, okay, sorry.
This is not $30. This
Okay, I'll give you $100, but I don't want to take the effort of doing it wrong.
when we do this for bridal, we usually charge $200 minimum.
Wouldn't
So-
mind. But so difficult, especially our own children, they'll keep. That's meaning. This is
So it goes
meaning you're
underneath.
pulling my
I've
hair.
taken it underneath. I've done mine.
I put the, you know what I do? I put the YouTube. I sit in front of
You can
YouTube.
still move.
So she's
We're going to now
completely
secure it
occupied.
once I've
Okay.
done this, because that's also going to
Because if somebody
Because
else is
exactly,
doing, they
if
won't
they
make a
have no
noise.
concentration and they're only thinking about this, I sit happy in front of the YouTube. When
For me, I have more trouble because if somebody else is doing, Minali won't open her mouth. But I am doing.
Yeah. Happy. Yeah.
Good idea.
I recommend you do it in front of a mirror as much as possible. What is this? This is, you've never had this one before. So this is now your center. Sorry, I
can't see anything.
very important right now. Now what I've done is I've actually put two wools. Like I think you come with one. I've actually put two because I'm now going to again loop it around there. Now I've just lightly tied that for now because you need to get this right. This, if you don't secure this properly, this will have the tendency to slip down like this as they're dancing. Okay, so this needs to, and this is where your mirror will come in handy unless you've got someone else helping you. So I would usually look in the mirror. Sorry. Look in the mirror, make sure the height is exactly where it should be.
Abhi, what happens always is when I take this and tie, either this moves up or this moves
This
up.
should not move. Remember, you'll see in the video, I split the hair up and I twist it around before I braid it. There is no chance this moves. This will hold this.
Okay.
If this moves,
I'm
this
totally
is
wrong.
guaranteed to slip.
Oh, okay.
So if this moves,
Then I'm totally
start
wrong.
again.
Okay.
Because don't think that it's going to, like you'll end up having to pull everything out and doing it again. So even if you do this 2-3 times, make sure it's tight. Like if you feel that now, it's like it will move up and down, but it cannot. It's not going to move sideways. So, assuming you're my mirror and that's right, you're going to same way you tied the other one. You're now going to tie this one. And when you're cutting it off in the night, make sure you don't cut these strings off again as well. Before you can just go and snip, snip, snip.
All black.
Now you have to. So now, I remember how I lightly secured this. I'm now going to tighten that. That's what's going to pull this. Can you feel that tension?
Kavya can.
It will hurt.
Yeah, it does hurt.
It will hurt.
Don't tell the other girls.
Why I've put the 2 strings is now this is just my preference. I like to tie that to the ponytail as well.
So this one, right? Tie. That what you're doing is that.
Yeah, but I've attached an extra string of wool. So what it comes with is one. And what we used to do, or how my mother used to do my hair, is take it in there and just clip it in. But this way of doing it is there's no way it has any. I had one. There was one concert where my Kalasana saman actually slipped. It started coming down here as I was dancing. So
Because of the speed they dance.
yeah, and like we got ready at 2 o'clock. By the time we went on to stage, it was like 8:30, and there's your Kalasana coming down. So.
The problem is taking it off, right?
Yes. Yep.
It will be, you know what, it might be an idea. I was thinking for us to color code maybe. I'm serious. That's how I'm going to have to do it. At the end of each string, at the end of each string,
I think
put
it's
like
a good
red
idea.
sticker or a yellow sticker. Otherwise,
Okay.
you won't find it.
I think it's a good
This,
idea. Yeah.
honestly, the Talasaman string is quite thick.
Different nail polishes.
Yeah, something.
The Talasaman string is quite thick. You can't go
Yeah,
wrong
I
with that.
feel material.
The wool, like this wool, I would cut off anyway, because I'm attaching that.
Yeah,
That's something that I've attached, so I would.
So the second
the next time I
The
I'm
second wool,
so
I-
tired at that, when it gets to that 10:30, 11, like I am so tired, my
Just
concentration.
11:30
My-
or 12, close to 12 o'clock.
My experience is usually if you can slip that headband down, it usually slips out. And then it actually, when I used to undress myself, I didn't have anyone else to help me. So you would kind of sit there going like this, trying to pull it, and then eventually you pull this hair tie, and the murimai will come out. Once the murimai comes out, you've only got this much ponytail. This actually slips through. Then it's only a matter of like taking it off the next day, like unknotting it and all of that the next day. But you've got to get rid of this.
I'm color coding.
Okay, so
Kavya,
that's up until there.
this is yours. Kavya,
This is mine.
turn them.
One thing I will.
Look at Auntie.
Could you this way? Dana?
One thing I'll recommend: do not bring hairspray anywhere near this set. It will go black. So once you've started doing this, it's gel only, and I know a lot of people will come at the end and they go. There's one girl's set. I think she used it once and it's actually gone black. The stones have gone black. So hairspray is a no-no. With any of this, and that's why you put that much. See, even with the gel that I put, can you see how it's starting to look messy? So how much more gel you actually need. Sorry?
Done?
No, yes, kind of done. I don't know what flowers.
I think getting the correct position for base will be the key.
That's where the mirror is the biggest. This needs to be right at the crown there. It shouldn't come too low. It shouldn't go too high where you're getting hair coming out. It's right on the cusp of the hairline. Yep, right on the cusp of the hairline. So it shouldn't. I think you shouldn't see hair coming out. Like I can see it here because I'm in the mirror. Oh, there are two. There you go. On the new ones, there are two. So, yeah.
But this is more like wool, like, so we must be careful.
We have to
Yeah,
be so
you have to be really, really careful.
color code.
See, and look, mine is fallen victim to me cutting, where I've actually cut one of the strings, so I've ended up putting two wool.
I know I got
So,
because it's so late in the night and I'm like,
so you'll get flowers. I don't know what kind of flowers she's going to give you. One of them needs to go underneath your rakori. Sorry?
That's how it looks like that.
So this is where the stitching, your sewing needle will come in handy.
They have this kind of needle, like, yeah, the old hook needles, like, so you can
I don't. What have I got? I haven't got a hook needle. I've got a knitting wool needle.
the same thing, yeah, knitting, like a bend one, so it's easy to do. I stitch, we use the other needle and half the time picking on her head, and she's like, Yeah, I got the one with like a little bit bend.
It's not very sharp,
Yeah,
where it's
that
going to
one, yeah,
hit
yeah.
them, but it's sharp enough to go.
So the one with
Just to give you an idea.
Himalini, can you give her something as well? Can you give her something? Can you ask her what she wants?
So, on your wool, you would normally have string, like depending on the flowers. So you would tie that up. This is not the right flower, so it's a bit difficult to do. And then you would take. So I'm whipping it through her hair as well. And you'll literally just secure it into place. Try not to do it at the front there, unless it's really sticking out, but it shouldn't.
But you tucked it underneath.
I've tucked it underneath.
this is a knitting needle.
It's a knitting needle,
tapestry
yeah.
sort of needle like this.
I got it in Minecraft. It was in the wool section.
Yeah, maybe vella use panama karpi use
I'm sorry, I don't have.
Why?
No, I understood you. I don't keep different colours. Black for everything. Yeah, you can. Most definitely you can. I've just got one black that I use across the board. It's so far that you wouldn't even be able to see it. And it gets, the idea is when you pull it taut, it's actually going in between the flowers. So it won't actually show up on it should not actually show up on the thing. Okay? See how you feel with this one. If you feel like it's going to come out, then loop it through there, and loop it through, at one stage, loop it through the rakori as well. Just once, so that it stays. You've got holes in the rakori, right?
So much easier with Kartu concept.
So I wouldn't mind giving anything extra to get it done. And see this, just feel this. Can't manage. The first year was the best. For us, let our hair close for one. And one hairband.
I wish
Sorry.
And I still managed to run late for that one, you know. Okay, so notch it up somewhere.
I'll be very stressed already.
Okay, so we'll just leave that there for now. Now again, the flowers, I'm repeatedly saying please don't copy this exactly because I don't know what Auntie's
But this is
plan.
how you
You will have some sort of flower there. See,
Usually Melly Motu, right?
see, traditionally we have a rakori mala, and this is designed purely just for that, and it ties around there. Auntie's unable to get this year for us. She was struggling to get it, so she said she's going to have to try and find something else. What else we're going to do is you're going to have, so assuming this is nicely tight around there,
Keep it down, children.
you're then going to have, I think she's giving us white flowers around the edge, and she's trying to get coloured to fill. Okay, now Cover your chin up. The white flowers need to show up a little bit on the side. So no point tying them like this. It needs to cover this band. So what I would normally do is go half and then stitch that in there so that's secure. Like you've got that in place, right? And then taking, again, this is where you'll need the mirror. Depending on where, can you see where it is? Put 2 long pieces of wool on there. So,
right? There's a gap. Avi, let's just take a picture, please.
okay. So it's coming here. You're going to have 2 strings, right? So you're going to tie it somehow, like assuming that this is tied like that, right? So all of this, that's still loose. Like you've secured it around here, but this is still available to you.
You don't have to stitch that.
That's where we're now going to stitch. Now you're going to stitch it into place. So
Tie it around here.
So assuming we've tied it around there, it's stitched here, okay? Then leave a little bit of allowance. So when you're tying it, don't tie it too tight at the top because if you need to pull it to the sides, you can. Can I get somebody to just put their hand on those 2
I'll
strings
put
there?
it on WhatsApp this one.
Okay, so then you're going to, that's where I, just say that's where I want it. So I will take that string and I will stitch it into place there, into place there.
So then whenever you feel it.
Does that make sense? Yeah. Anyone got any questions?
The color.
No? You can be playing with it. You'll get a lot of, I've got a headache, I've got a this, I've got a that. To be honest, I would, you know, I would even probably give them a little Panadol beforehand.
Onto the kid.
Yeah. Just because it doesn't hurt straight away. Give them an hour or so and it starts
Child
pulling like
abuse.
this.
Child abuse, having to medicate them before
Assuming that's the other colour, you then fill the other colour in there and you stitch. And I would nicely go through and stitch all of that in a few places. Avoid clips as much as possible, purely because one, it hurts their head and it won't stay. It won't stay. It just as she moves, it will start bouncing back out. So stitching all the way. Okay. If you feel you need to, you can also take these 2 strings and just give it a stitch into the hair. It's just that added security. And then you'll also have, which is another pain they're gonna hate.
There's more.
Oh, there's more. There's more.
For the years?
So how is your martel looking? Does it have a string?
Yes, it does.
Abhi, show me that.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Yeah. Okay. This one it has.
Yeah.
There's 2.
Yeah, that's the martel. That's the martel. So you've got the string?
Okay, I want to see that. Sorry.
Look, Kamala podron. My Kamal is broken.
Yeah, what?
What do you mean?
This one is broken. The one I got. Yeah, mine. This one is broken.
What?
Yeah, what? The one that auntie gave me. The set. 1 or 2 of them are coming out. It's not.
Is the string connected?
What do you mean? This one?
No, like how
Yeah, there's a string is coming, but when you do like this, this part just comes out. This part is connected. This part is not.
Oh.
It came off. Or
Did you show auntie?
I told her, so she didn't tell me anything.
Did it came off?
No. One part is connected and this part is just coming off.
Okay. So for those of
don't
you, most of you, I don't know what your sets look like. Oh, you can let go now. That's fine. Everyone understood the flowers, right?
Yes.
We will confirm the flowers in more detail once auntie actually knows what flowers she's putting. Most of you will have a stem like this. Unfortunately, they do the stems. Fortunately or unfortunately, they do the stems now. Mine was, when I danced, it was a screw type, so less likely to come out.
The one we got, right?
Yeah, I think it's a screw.
It's a
I'm not putting it up.
Same like hers. I don't know. I didn't even see.
Because it's a screw, it's more likely to stay. That's not to say it will stay. The screw type, though, is a very thick stem.
Oh, so
extremely painful.
It's not screw.
It's a press type, yeah.
The press type, yeah.
So
What is the screw? Yeah, I was trying to take it out. Then I
sorry, this is the screw. This is the screw type.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Yeah. So be very careful. If the girls don't wear thick earrings, it's.
I know.
I would recommend. I used to actually. I don't wear thick stems normally. I used to wear this a couple of days beforehand, on and off, just to open the hole. Just to open.
all of them wear such things.
This one auntie has given, right? This chimiki auntie has given.
It should come in your set. If you bought a set, this is all. Sorry.
Can we just go buy a smaller one from Ranjana's?
Try. Just don't tell Auntie I said yes. Anyone recording? Look, the chimiki, like this one is my earring. I wouldn't use this on her. I would actually use. See, on our size it's different, but if you put this on a child, it is way overpowering. So I'd probably use this one. What's your earring, Kadiaka?
Yours is okay.
Yeah.
That's
So-
fine.
Yeah.
Because ours is big.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Sorry?
That's still pretty big.
No, like look at this. It's double the size.
What we got? Oh, this one we got.
And it's still big.
Yeah. So I would probably, for Kavya, I'd probably use that one.
All right.
When you put the earring on, please make sure you blue tack the back.
I got blue tack.
Even though it's a screw, so you'd put it in. I'm going to stop with this one. Okay.
I think I have to go and get a smaller one.
So assuming I've put the earring in, so the martel, everything is on the front of the ear.
Where do you put the blue tack?
So that's how you get the earring will go in like that.
Okay.
You'll press it at the back,
And then put the blue tag.
and then you take the blue tack
Hey.
and you put it at the back of that.
All right. Okay.
The martel kundiaka, it doesn't matter which order it goes in. It goes in the front of the ear,
You just have to be there.
and then the earring goes through. Sorry?
How did you make it white? Did you have a white one?
Blue tag.
Your flash is making it.
Because last time I remember putting blue and it was so obvious that blue. And I'm thinking, God, we need another
So this
color
is
of blue.
the blue tack, like the original blue tack, not the You can buy yellow. You can buy all sorts of colors.
I mean, can you just hold that like that, please, with the marker in place? Toward facing it.
Okay, hang on. Let me go one by one. Do you want to record this?
Hang on. Where are you?
Earring, chimiki, martel, into the ear,
And the screw at the end.
put the backing on, whatever backing you have. So essentially the ear is going to come in that gap there. Put the backing on, press it as tight as you can, and then blue tack the back. Sorry. Okay? Everyone got that? Yep. So the ear will come in that gap there. Okay, so assuming that this has gone into the ear, you've got this string here.
So you do this after the flowers.
Ideally, I should have done it before the flowers, but it doesn't matter because it's going to get tucked in. The only really important thing,
Where do you tie this?
I'm going to take it behind the rakuri. The only really important thing that you shouldn't forget is rakuri first, and then sun, moon. Anything else here, in whatever order you do it, it doesn't terribly matter because it's all going to be interlooped. But if you do this first, you can see the string will come and cut over the top. And it's noticeable as much as we think it's not. Because it's the crown of their head, it's noticeable. So, Kavya, can you hold that earring just there, please, so it doesn't... Yep, that's it. So, one string that way. Similarly, I will have another string coming the other way.
Oh, you tie the two strings together.
And then I take the strings and I tie it together. But once that's done, I would actually stitch it there, where the intersection of the two strings. So right there, it helps it.
Stitch it a bit.
So
Sorry.
To start at 9 to do this time for a 12 o'clock show.
Is it how many?
3 o'clock. And these girls have to be first because Alaripu is actually coming quite early in the repertoire. I think it's the second item. She's changing the order a little bit this year. So because Alaripu is coming, yeah, they're opening with a senior group, and it's coming straight into Alaripu. So these girls are doing that second portion. So that means their makeup and everything. I've actually rostered them off on first for makeup because the beginner group, the starting group are doing their own makeup. They're the real seniors. They know how to do it. These girls need to have their makeup and everything done so that they're ready to go. Then we're working down in order. So these girls have to be there at 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. If you're not finished, that's fine. Come at 3 o'clock and you can get it done there. Because from 3 onwards, you've got time. So I wouldn't even stress too much about putting the flowers on until you get there. So just do the murimo and this set because you need a mirror. It's very difficult to do it there. And then leave the rest till you come.
So you know how you have a string here.
I have a string here, Kamilka. So it's coming. Rabia, sorry.
It's long enough to come where? To which
It's
point?
going to come and it should be long enough to loop around there. It's going to meet.
And then you
If it's not long enough, attach a wool. Attach a
Because
wool.
we
Double
look at
notch the wool to the string so that won't come.
And what angle do you put? How do you work out?
It should come. See the point of your ear. It should cover that point of your ear.
All right.
Don't bring it like this. Don't take it like that. It comes straight. It should be straight. Should be taut. Yep. It should be taut, and it should be over the ear. It's okay. It has to be
We definitely need
taut.
to practice with this.
Yeah. My daughter is. She'll hit.
How to link with Sahana's hair.
I will be surprised to find someone. Many times I wanted to give up dancing.
This is Minali can't even put it slightly stick at the stem because that's
Javier, what did you say? Take it off? Yeah. You're going to have to spend 6 hours with this next time. So get used to it, darling.
You're the best one, Kavya.
You have to. I honestly, ladies, I know the children will probably feel like the concert's finished. I just want to take it off there. It is in your best interest that you take them home like this, because the moment you start trying to pull things off there, you're going to lose items.
Yeah.
It's guaranteed. So I know they'll be like, take it off now. I know she'll be one of them. Take it off now. Let's just take it off here. Take them home. Take them home and do it because.
Can you make sure you tell the kids that as well?
because she starts pulling things out of the car.
And trying to replace individual items is very difficult because you'll end up having to get pairs because you can't get the same looking thing. So if you lose one martel, it's very difficult that you'll get another martel looking the same. So then it means you'll need to buy a pair. And they're expensive stuff. It's not cheap. It's certainly not cheap. So, you know, they've lasted that long. Good on them for it. It's not easy. I can tell you that. It is a pain in the rear end. Thank God it's only once a year. But make sure as much as possible you take them home and take it off.
What about the temple concert? They will be so novel. They will want you to do it under
Yes.
She will. This is Auntie's like little baby masterpiece. Other than the senior
The
girl,
temples, I'm very sure.
she will make them. I will be extremely surprised if she doesn't make them do it.
Unless she's very unhappy with how they perform.
within the year.
Yeah, within the year they'll be performing it somewhere.
This is not once a year. You said
This is definitely at two more temples unless she's totally unhappy with what they
Hopefully
do.
we can convince her for a softer dressing. Yes, exactly. For the second one.
That will be afterwards.
Sorry, is that all? Yeah, unless anyone has any questions. So make sure you stitch everything at the end. So you're coming back to your question. You've just got the string there. Now you would stitch it all into place.
Yeah.
So once you've got the flowers there, use that and loop it through the string. So try and do double stitching if that makes sense. So rather than stitching the flowers and then stitching this separately, pick it all up together and loop the string right through all of it. So these strings here.
So you can put this martel and then you can do the flowers.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So do all the jewellery and then do the
Yep.
flowers.
Yep. Yep. And it's the flower part that you'll be stitching. So, any questions or any? Please ask away.
Abhi,
Yes.
the set that we have, they are like very close. It's not this much apart.
Okay, the set that you have, when you open it up, it should not actually be knotted. It will slip right. It slips right down.
Then you note it, right?
Do you want
Once you know what it is.
Once you've measured it,
Oh, it's going to be equal distance, yeah?
yeah, yeah, and it's got to be for that width. So someone with wider hair would not be able to use. So you can't just line it up and knot them all the same thing. So measure it up to the child. I'd probably do that beforehand. There's certain things you can do beforehand. Attaching all your strings. Do it the night before. Don't try and do it on the day. Like
I will be on. Once we do it on Sunday, she'd want us to do it again. Because invariably all of us
We'll stuff up.
yes, I'm very sure another Tuesday or Wednesday we'll be asked to repeat. Last time we did it 3 times. It's
Not even a weekday, man.
It's not to do it. And then Friday we'll do it again.
as a pain as it is, it's good to do it. It's good for you, for your confidence. Half of the problem is when you're not confident.
Correctly, and the concept did this one.
None of the mistakes, you doubt yourself, and then so the